right, we are here with Vicki Orcutt and Miranda Bradley, both from Faith in Action Georgetown, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Good to be here. Good to see you, Sydney.
So first we're going to talk about a couple of topics today, but we want to dive in first to you're celebrating 20 years of service in Georgetown, and that will lead us to this upcoming event that we're going to talk about later. But let's first talk about what is it like to celebrate 20 years of service in Georgetown?
Well, wow might be overplayed, but it is wow because, a lot of us coming off of COVID, to be able to know that we made it through COVID and we're still here and we're still strong, it is that wow. And we are so excited to know that we have something to celebrate.
Wonderful. Anything else you'd like to add, Miranda?
Well, we've had a whole year of celebrations, and we're excited to kind of cap it all off and be able to look back and say, we did it strong, and we did it well. So I'm happy about that.
So 20 years, that's just amazing. And for people who may not be familiar with Faith in Action Georgetown, briefly tell us about what your organization does, and then we'll dive into this upcoming event that you guys have.
Marvelous. So Faith in Action has been around for 20 years, and it's all been about quality of life and independence for senior adults. And, over the years, we have had some changes in what our support services look like, but all along our flagship has been transportation. How do we help seniors stay connected to the community? How do we honor their choice to live in the home that they want to live in and have those proper supports that allows them to do it? And so if you don't have transportation to get to your medical appointments, or how about something that's a necessity to us all is food. And so if you don't have a way to get to the grocery store, and if you're not that online shopper, then, you've got to have some means to get there. And so Faith in Action has been doing that for over 20 years. And it's just been a pure joy for folks to be able to know that we're there for them, especially if they don't have family nearby. But the bigger piece about that independence and quality of life is how it impacts someone's self-esteem. I get to choose myself when I go somewhere. I'm not having to bother my neighbors, my friends, my family. I still have my autonomy. And so that's where our mission comes in. It's all about, helping them maintain their independence and quality of life.
Thank you. And Miranda, anything else you'd like to add?
You said it all. I mean, we're here to serve senior adults. And we hear a lot of times that people move here, they're healthy. They're moving here to retire. They move away from family. They move away from their support system to start new. But then what oftentimes happens is 10 years down the road, they fall, they have an injury, they start having deterioration in their health, and suddenly they don't have that support system that they had where they came from before. And now they have to find a new way to be independent, like Vicki said, and that can be a real tough transition. So that's why I think that it's really important that Faith in Action is here to provide those support systems for them.
All right, so now let's move into the super exciting event that y'all have coming up, this Mini Golf Gala. So give us the details and how people can get involved, because we know it's going to be super fun.
So fun.
Well, I'll start, but this has, been a culmination between, Miranda and I, when we were starting it, looking at the activities we could have this year to have fun, celebrate, more so of the fun and celebrate is we want to share that news with everybody. And so, what better way to do that than with a family activity, right? And so let's go out and have some fun. The other part is when you add the costume element to it, that, you can add in a whole nother element of fun. And I don't know if you've ever tried to putt in a dress, but it'll be interesting to see who shows up and partakes in that. I've already got my dress. Well, let me put it this way. I usually buy a couple of dresses to figure out which one I want to wear. And so I have a selection that I'm already choosing from. So Miranda, I'll let you add all the details to it.
All right. So it's the Roaring 20s Mini Golf Gala. And this is sort of our twist on the typical golf tournament. We know a lot of people have those and they are super fun. This takes the person who isn't necessarily great at golf, wants to show off their other skills, which in my case would be the putt. And we want to just invite people to come out, bring a team. We have prices for teams of 4, and those teams can attend the dinner afterwards. We have a beautiful tented outdoor area that we're going to have at Syntex Mini Golf on Airport Road. So we'll be able to enjoy the outdoors. So it's a place for people to come and feel safe. And they can play mini golf with their friends. There's a competition. Who's going to win the golden putter? That's the big question. So the team who has the lowest score,
Yeah, I think that's how they do it in
that's
golf.
how, yeah,
It's the
that's how
lowest
it's the
score.
lowest score,
Mhm.
which suits me fine. Gets the golden putter, and we have a first, second, and third prize. We'll also have a costume contest, some great raffle items. Ace Hardware has donated a Weber grill for us for one of our raffle items. We're also going to be raffling off Elvis. So he's going to be there. He's going to actually play golf with us in costume. So if you're an Elvis fan, there's a photo op for you free. But he usually gets quite a bit for his live performances. So if you want to win him for your next party, Christmas is coming up, you want to really blow it out, Elvis is your guy. So he's one of our raffle items. We have a lot of fun things planned for that night.
We do.
Yeah, and one thing that we're going to do that's really exciting, we've had a Portraits of Independence traveling exhibit, which has been portraits of 12 of our more seasoned seniors, 2 of them being World War II heroes. And those portraits are going to be bestowed upon the clients at this event. So they get to take them home with them. And we're going to have calendars for sale that have those portraits in there as well. So lots of ways for people to get involved, support us, come bid on silent auction items. We've got some great things. Or just come, have dinner, and you can play a free round of golf on us after dinner. So just come out. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Did you mention the jazz ensemble?
No, I did not. You talk about that.
Well, we have, you got to have jazz that goes with 20s,
Yeah.
right? And so maybe you're not that putt-putt golfer. Maybe you're the person, that the 6 strokes, when they say that's all you're supposed to have on the putt-putt court or mini golf, course. And so, so instead, come dressed up, be in the era, and listen to the music and enjoy the night air. So it's going to be a great time. And we're really looking forward to, again, another celebration with the community.
Absolutely. And single tickets only start at $100. So if you just wanted to come out and have dinner and do some free play golf, $100, you get live music, dinner, you get to have a fun night, you get to support a local organization that's doing great work. I think you can't beat it.
Absolutely. Because you know what the $100 goes towards? Services, programs for seniors who do not have access to transportation. We don't charge our seniors for that. If you were to go get an Uber, has anybody crossed that one lately? Or how about a private taxi? So we're here to provide that service for them, and that helps us keep providing those free transportation, because over 80% of our seniors are not able to afford transportation.
Wonderful. Well, it's definitely going to be a great time for a great cause and at a great price. So real quick, you did mention there are lots of different ways that people can get involved. So if people want to explore what their options are, where can they go to find out more information?
So they'll go to our website, faithinactiongт.org/minigolf, and it'll have a link right there and it'll have a description of all of the different ticket prices. It'll also have a way for them to purchase right there on the site. And I should say that all of their proceeds, like Vicki said, do go to our organization to support our mission. So they can know that, hey, going into the holidays, this is a really great way to contribute.
All right, well, we have been here with Vicki Orcutt and Miranda Bradley, both with Faith in Action Georgetown. And real quick, before we close out, give us that website one more time.
faithinactiongT.org/minigolf.
Perfect. Well, thank you both so much for your time today, and thank you for all that you do for the community.
Thank you, Sydney. Thank you. Appreciate all the support you've given us and other organizations.